Starwave Studios, main floor, afternoon. The studio hums with low activity. Lena walks with her clipboard, trying to focus, but the weight of earlier encounters still lingers in her chest. From across the floor, Aria spots her. Her confident smile spreads, and she strides over like she owns the space. Aria. Playful, teasing. Hey again. You're still looking way too serious. Lena keeps her eyes on the clipboard, walking. Lena, I really need to finish this. Aria matches her pace easily. Aria. Smiling, tilting her head. I don't know. You look too proper with that tie. Lena pauses just long enough to glance at her. Lena, it's part of the outfit. Aria. Grinning. Is it? Or is it just your thing, being perfectly put together? She leans in slightly, not close enough to touch, but close enough to be felt. Aria. Teasing. I mean, I keep wondering what you'd look like if it were undone. Lena stiffens. She doesn't smile. She adjusts the clipboard against her chest, creating a small barrier between them. Lena. Flat, polite. Probably the same. Just messy. Aria blinks, then laughs softly, surprised. Aria. Oh. You're not even a little curious? Lena. I'm curious about finishing my work on time. Aria studies her now, amused but intrigued. Aria. You don't flirt back. Lena. I don't know how. Aria. Or you don't want to. Lena hesitates just a second. Lena. I just don't want trouble. Aria's smile softens, turning thoughtful instead of playful. Aria. Interesting. Lena's phone vibrates in her pocket. Once. She freezes. Slowly, she pulls it out and glances at the screen. Unknown number. Cabin. Now. Her breath catches. Her fingers tighten around the phone. She slips the phone away, already retreating into herself. Aria. Not curious about that? Lena. Just work. She steps around Aria, moving away. Aria. Calling after her. Light but sincere. You're hard to read, you know that? Lena doesn't turn back. Her steps quicken. From the balcony above, Valerie watches in silence. Her gaze sharpens, not at Aria's boldness, but at Lena's restraint. At the way she leaves. Valerie's fingers rest on the tablet. Waiting. Watching. Knowing. Valerie's cabin, afternoon. The cabin door is ajar. Not wide. Just enough. A thin line of light spills into the corridor. Lena stands outside, phone still warm in her palm. She lifts her hand. Knocks once. Soft. Nothing. She swallows and pushes the door gently. It opens with a quiet glide. Inside, the cabin is dimmer than usual. The blinds are half drawn. The city outside is blurred into pale lines of light. Valerie stands near the window, back turned. Still. Composed. Lena. Quiet. You called me. Valerie. You were distracted. Lena. I was working. Valerie. You were being watched. Her gaze locks onto Lena with unnerving precision. Valerie. And you let it happen. Lena stiffens. Lena. I didn't. Valerie. You didn't stop her. You didn't step away. Do you know what that looks like? Lena's voice is barely steady. Lena. It looks like I didn't know what to do. Valerie's eyes flick downward. To Lena's tie. Still not perfectly neat. Still carrying the memory of someone else's fingers. Valerie's jaw tightens. She reaches out. Not to Lena. To the tie. With one sharp motion, she unties it. Pulls it free. The fabric slips through her fingers like a quiet accusation. She turns and drops the tie into the dustbin. It lands softly. Final. Lena's breath stutters. Lena. Valerie. Valerie. Voice rising, restrained. Do you have any idea what it feels like to watch someone reach for you? Like you are something available? Lena's eyes shine. Lena. I didn't invite her. Valerie. You didn't refuse her. A long, heavy silence. Valerie. Quiet now. Say it. Lena. Say what? Valerie. Tell me you don't want me to care. Lena's lips part. No sound comes. Not yet. Her eyes lift. Meet Valerie's. And for the first time, she doesn't look away. Valerie. Quiet, controlled. Do you know what's cruel about memory? It waits. She turns slowly. Valerie. I don't remember your face that night. I remember hands that didn't take advantage. A voice that stayed gentle. Someone who helped me and walked away. A pause. Valerie. I woke up the next morning with a headache, a ruined image, and your badge on my table. She lifts Lena's ID card from her desk. Valerie. Lena. Her voice softens. Valerie. That's when I realized who you were. She steps closer. Valerie. You had seen me when I wasn't untouchable, when I wasn't admired, when I wasn't in control. Her eyes meet Lena's. Valerie. And you never used it. Valerie. Then you avoided me. Her jaw tightens. Valerie. At first, I wanted to disturb you, push you, remind you who I was. She exhales. Valerie. But you didn't break. You completed everything I threw at you. Harder tasks. Longer hours. Her gaze sharpens, admiring. Valerie. You didn't fear me. You survived me. She steps closer. Valerie. That's when I stopped trying to trouble you and started watching you. Her voice lowers. Valerie. And today, when I saw her touch you, laugh with you, stand where I wasn't, I understood something I've never allowed myself before. She meets Lena's eyes fully now. Valerie. I wasn't angry. Valerie. I was afraid. Her breath steadies. Valerie. Afraid that I would lose you before I ever admitted I wanted you. Silence. Valerie. I don't know when it became this, but I know why I couldn't stop. She gestures faintly to the tie. Valerie. You walked away from me once. I couldn't let it happen again without telling you the truth. Her voice drops. Valerie. You didn't recognize me. You didn't chase me. A faint, almost self-aware smile. Valerie. And somehow, that made you unforgettable. She stops an arm's length away. Valerie. I don't ask for things. I decide them. A breath. Valerie. But this, I won't take. Her eyes search Lena's face. Valerie. I just needed you to know, before it was too late. Valerie. You are the first person who made me want, without control. She doesn't move closer. She waits. Lena hasn't moved. Valerie's confession hangs in the air, raw, unguarded, unlike anything Lena has ever heard from her. For the first time, Valerie doesn't command. She walks, one step, then another. Slow, careful, as if the distance itself matters. Valerie exhales slowly, as if making a decision she has avoided for too long. Her hand lifts, not commanding, not hurried. It hovers between them. A silent question. Lena's eyes drop to it. Her heartbeat is loud in her ears. Valerie's voice is barely above a whisper. Valerie. I've spent my life taking control, directing, leading, owning every room I enter. A fragile smile touches her lips. Valerie. But with you, I don't want to command. I just want to stand beside you. Her fingers brush Lena's knuckles, light, tentative. Then, gently, she wraps her hand around Lena's. Not possessive, not dominant. Warm, steady, like something that belongs. Lena doesn't pull away. Her fingers curl back instinctively, completing the hold. Valerie. Quiet, sincere. If you walk away now, I'll let you. But if you stay, she swallows. Valerie. I won't hide from you again. Lena looks up at her. And for the first time, Valerie doesn't feel like a storm. She feels like someone asking to be chosen. She inhales, lips parting, about to say something. The words hover at the edge of her voice. Then, the cabin door. Slightly open. A narrow gap between the frame and the wall. Through it, Finn stands in the corridor. He wasn't trying to listen. He just stopped. Because he saw them. Valerie and Lena. Hands intertwined. Not tense. Not forced. Not accidental. Together. His eyes search their faces through the narrow opening. Lena's hesitation. Valerie's vulnerability. The way their hands fit. This isn't dominance. This isn't confusion. This is something else. Something real. His chest tightens. Confusion floods him first. Then, understanding. He looks away, swallowing hard. Too many questions rise in his mind. When did this begin? Was it always like this? Did I misread everything? He steps back slowly, careful not to make a sound. The door remains slightly open. Inside, Lena is still speaking. Outside, Finn walks away with a heart full of unsaid things, and the knowledge that some stories are not meant for him to enter. Corridor evening. The studio is quiet. Most staff have left. Lena walks toward the exit, bag slung over her shoulder. Her thoughts are tangled, replaying what just happened in Valerie's cabin. From behind, a cheerful, oblivious voice call. Aria. Not leaving yet? Lena glances back. Aria leans casually against the wall, relaxed, smiling like she owns the space. Lena. Just heading home. Long day. Aria steps closer, animated, unaware of the tension Lena carried. Aria. Smiling, chatty. You know, I've been meaning to tell you. Valerie's family is, well, let's just say, complicated. Lena pauses, a little guarded, unsure how much Aria knows. Aria. Grinning, casual. She's wealthy, influential, but not exactly easygoing. Her family's high profile, demanding. Lots of expectations and, well, risky situations pop up around her life all the time. She's got responsibilities most people wouldn't even dream of handling. Aria. Playful, warning tone. People say she can be ruthless, unpredictable, a little cold when she wants to be, mess with her rules, even by accident, and it can get messy. Lena nods slowly, taking it in, a mixture of curiosity, unease, and caution on her face. Aria. Anyway, thought you might like a little heads up. Valerie's not just the stern boss you see every day. She's complicated, dangerous even in her own way. Lena stays quiet, absorbing the information, tension creeping in. Aria. Playful, shrugging. Anyway, don't overthink it. You'll figure it out. Catch you later. Aria waves and walks off, still oblivious to the fact that Lena and Valerie have already crossed that line. Lena exhales, her thoughts spinning. Valerie, powerful, protective, complicated, risky, demanding, and now even more mysterious. She heads out, the studio lights dimming behind her. Mind buzzing with new questions and old feelings. A gentle fountain bubbles nearby, its reflections dancing on the water. Nightlife hums faintly in the distance, but this corner feels private. Finn sits alone on a wooden bench, shoulders slightly slouched, gazing at the fountain. Lena walks up, noticing him. She hesitates briefly, then approaches. Lena. Hey, mind if I join you? Finn, smiling faintly. Of course. Lena sits beside him. They share a small, comfortable silence, listening to the water trickle. Lena. It's kind of peaceful here, isn't it? Gestures at the fountain and lights. After a day like today, I needed this. Finn. Yeah, I get it. Looks at her. It's nice to get away from all the chaos. The studio, people, tasks, deadlines. Lena nods. Exactly. And the evenings like this make it easier to think. Finn. Smiling. Teasing lightly. Do you always get deep and philosophical at night? Or is this just a special occasion? Lena laughs softly. Maybe tonight just feels different. They fall into a short, quiet pause, letting the night and fountain fill the space. Finn glances at her, hesitating slightly, then leans a bit closer. Finn, softly cautious. So, I saw you earlier, in Valerie's cabin. Lena stiffens. Finn, confused, concerned. You were avoiding her before, but then how? How did you let her get close like that? Lena, soft, reflective. I didn't know who she really was at first. From the moment we bumped into each other, I liked her. Then I realized she's an actress. People notice her. I didn't want to get noticed. And I accidentally slept during her speech once. That made her notice me in a way I wasn't ready for. So I avoided her. Finn listens, frowning slightly, eyes searching hers. Finn. Softly, still unsure. And now? Lena. Now she came close. And I didn't stop her. Finn glances at her, conflicted. Finn, half smile, concerned. So you didn't fight it. Lena, shrugging, faint smile. I didn't want to. The fountain gurgles softly nearby. Leaves rustle in the breeze. Finn's expression is a mixture of sadness, confusion, and lingering questions. Quiet, tense, reflective. Two people navigating unspoken truths under the peaceful night sky. From the path beyond, Valerie appears, fresh from an event. Elegant. Composed. Her eyes scan the park. She sees them. Lena, Finn. Her steps slow. Just as she starts toward them, her phone vibrates sharply in her hand. Caller ID. Family, private. She answers. Valerie. Into phone, calm. Yes. Family member. We know about the trainee. Don't pretend otherwise. This ends now. Valerie's gaze flicks back to Lena. Valerie. Measured. You don't get to decide that. Family member. You're risking everything. Contracts, alliances, your position. That connection? It won't last. Then, colder. Family member. And if you insist on it, we will make sure it doesn't happen. It will not last long. Valerie's fingers tighten around the phone. Valerie. Low. Steady. Are you threatening me? Family member. We're protecting what's ours. You don't get to forget who you belong to. Valerie exhales slowly. Controlled. Unshaken. Valerie. Then listen carefully. I won't step back. Not from my life. Not from her. Family member, VO. You'll regret this. Valerie ends the call. Silence. She slips the phone into her clutch. She walks toward them. Lena and Finn sit on the bench. The park is quiet. Finn. Relaxed, trying to make conversation. So the layout updates for tomorrow. He trails off as his gaze shifts to Lena, sensing her distracted. Lena. Smiling lightly. Yeah, just thinking. There's a soft shuffle of heels. Lena looks up. Valerie appears, just back from her event. Elegant, composed, radiating control. Lena's breath catches slightly. Lena. Uneasy, hesitant. Were you watching me? Valerie stops a few feet away, calm. Gaze steady. Valerie. Smiling faintly. I was at the event. I saw you here, that's all. I wasn't watching. Lena opens her mouth to explain, to justify herself. Valerie. Soft, firm. You don't need to explain anything. I trust you. That's enough. Lena hesitates, absorbing the weight of her words. Her heart beats faster. Finn shifts awkwardly, sensing the tension. Finn. Quietly hesitant. Valerie's gaze flicks toward him, gentle but absolute. Valerie. You should leave now. Finn swallows, unsure, then nods slowly. Finn. Yeah, okay. He stands, glances once at Lena, then walks away into the night, leaving the two of them alone. Lena exhales, still seated, and looks up at Valerie. Valerie. Stepping closer, quiet, soft. I'm here now. That's what matters. She reaches out, takes Lena's hand. Lena doesn't pull away. The city lights flicker across them. Valerie. Quiet, emotional. You don't need to explain anything. Not to me. Lena squeezes her hand slightly, relief and affection blending. The park is silent around them. Just the two of them. Her hand still in Valerie's. The quiet stretches. Valerie studies her face, really looks at her now. Something is wrong. Valerie's thumb brushes gently over Lena's knuckles. Valerie. Low. Concerned. You're thinking too much again. What happened? Lena hesitates. Her gaze drifts to the fountain. Lena. Aria said some things. About you. Your family. Valerie's expression tightens. Just slightly. Lena. She said your world is dangerous. That your family is demanding. That being close to you is risky. That people who stand beside you don't last. She swallows. Lena. I'm not scared of choosing you. I'm scared of what that choice might cost. Valerie steps closer, lowering herself in front of Lena, so they're eye level. Her voice softens, no authority now, only truth. Valerie. My world is difficult. My family is demanding. They believe everything is a transaction. Power. Image. Control. She holds Lena's hands more firmly. Valerie. But you're not a deal. You're not a risk I regret. Lena's eyes glisten. Lena. What if they make it impossible? Valerie shakes her head slowly. Valerie. Then I make it possible. I didn't step into your life by accident. And I'm not stepping out of it now. She lifts Lena's hand, pressing it lightly against her own chest. Valerie. I won't leave you. Not because it's easy, but because you're worth standing against everything for. Lena's breath trembles. Lena. You're really not going anywhere? Valerie. Never. For a moment, they simply look at each other. No dominance, no power, just two people choosing. Valerie leans in slowly, giving Lena time. Lena doesn't move away. Their lips meet in a soft, steady kiss. Gentle, reassuring, full of promise rather than urgency. When they part, Valerie rests her forehead against Lena's. Valerie, whatever comes, you won't face it alone. Lena closes her eyes, holding on to her. The park gives way to open air. Waves whisper in the distance. They walk side by side, hands still loosely linked. The city noise fades behind them, replaced by wind and water. The shoreline glows faintly, soft blue light shimmering where the tide meets the sand. Lena slows. Lena, wait. Is the beach glowing? Valerie follows her gaze. The bioluminescent waves pulse gently, like the ocean is breathing light. Valerie, smiling. It does that sometimes. Only on certain nights. They stop near the edge. The water rolls in, leaving trails of blue fire around their feet. Lena stares mesmerized. Lena. It looks unreal. Valerie watches her. Not the sea. Valerie. There's something I haven't done yet. Lena turns confused. Lena. What? Valerie lifts her chin slightly, pointing down the shore. At the far end of the beach, a small cart glows under warm yellow bulbs. An ice cream vendor stands alone, music playing softly from a tiny speaker. Valerie. Our emergency ice cream. Lena blinks. Lena. Emergency what? Valerie gives a small shrug, a faint, knowing smile touching her lips. Valerie. It's the first thing you asked for. Lena blinks, caught off guard. Lena. I did. Valerie. That night, when everything felt too loud. Lena lets out a soft laugh, half in disbelief. Lena. You remembered that? Valerie. I remember things that matter. A quiet beat settles between them. Lena. You planned this? Valerie. No. I just didn't want a night to end in silence. They sit on the cool sand, 2 cups in hand. Lena scoops a little too much and winces at the cold. Lena. I forgot how brutal ice cream can be. Valerie chuckles softly. Valerie. You survive worse. Lena smiles at her over the rim of the cup. The tide rolls in. Their footprints glow, then fade. They eat in comfortable quiet, shoulders brushing. Valerie glances at Lena, relaxed, laughing at nothing, illuminated by ocean light. For once, there is no strategy, no power. Just night, waves, and 2 girls sharing ice cream at the edge of a glowing world. From the far end of the shoreline, a soft click. Lena doesn't hear it. Valerie doesn't see it. A figure stands half hidden near the rocks, phone raised, screen glowing faintly. The bioluminescent waves light the frame perfectly. Lena laughing, ice cream in hand. Valerie beside her, relaxed, close. Another click. The stranger lowers the phone. On the screen, 2 women. One a powerful public figure. One a trainee. Intimate. Unprotected. The figure slips back into the shadows, already typing. The waves continue glowing. Lena leans into Valerie, unaware. Stay tuned for next episode.